السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Hello everyone, dear students, grade 3 intermediate AFAC educational company. Now we are going to start our new lesson 4D. Please open your book, page 54. Going abroad, السفر للخارج. Okay, listen. What do the verbs in bold mean? يعني الأفعال اللي باللون الأسود العريض ماذا تعني؟ Match them with pictures AH.
4D. Going abroad. 1. Vocabulary. Listen. What do the verbs in bold mean? Match them with the pictures A to H.
1. Ted waved goodbye to Gordon.
Okay, Ted waved goodbye to Jordan. Waved goodbye. Yes, H. Number 2.
My grandfather hugs me whenever he sees me.
My grandfather hugs me when he sees me. Number 2. E.
Do people in your country shake hands when they greet each other?
Shake hands. 3.
Hamid met his brother at the bus stop and they kissed each other on the cheek.
Yes, kiss each other on the cheek. Number 4.
Harry nodded to show that he agreed with Mark.
Yes, nod يعني هز راسه.
Japanese people bow when they want to greet someone.
Yes, bow اللي هو الانحناء.
There's Harry, said Liam, and pointed to a boy who was walking past.
Yes, pointed يشير إلى.
Smile, I want to take your picture.
Smile ابتسم. Okay. Below are some travel tips يعني بعض نصائح السفر. Listen and read. Travel tips, cultural differences يعني اختلافات ثقافية.
Before you travel to a foreign country, it is a good idea to learn a few things about the customs and gestures of the people. These may be very different from yours, and if you're not familiar with them, you might make a fool of yourself or even get into trouble.
Okay, before you travel to a foreign country قبل ما تسافر لدولة أجنبية, it is a good idea فكرة كويسة to learn a few things about the customs and gestures. إنك تاخد فكرة عن العادات اللي عندهم and gestures زي الإيماءات أو الإشارات of the people. This may be very different from yours. ممكن تكون مختلفة عن اللي عندك في بلدك. And if you are not familiar with them لو أنت يعني مش ما تألفهم كويس you might make a fool of yourself يعني تخلي شكلك يعني شكلك مش كويس or even get into a trouble أو أنت يعني تسبب لك في مشكلة.
Saudi Arabia. Many Saudis offer their guests a delicious qahwa or Arabic coffee, which they pour from a special coffee pot, which is held high above the guest's cup. What most foreigners don't know is that your host will keep pouring coffee until you let him know you don't want any more. You do this by shaking the cup from side to side.
Many Saudis أغلب السعوديين offer their guests بيقدموا للضيوف a delicious قهوة or Arabic coffee اللي هي القهوة العربية which they pour from a special coffee pot يعني بيصبوها من زي اللي هي الدلة which is held high يعني بيرفعها أعلى above the guest's cup فوق الكاس. What most foreigners don't know أغلب الأجانب ما يعرفوش إن your host المضيف will keep pouring coffee هيفضل يصب قهوة until you let him know you don't want anymore لحد ما أنت تقول له خلاص أنا ما أريد مرة أكثر من كده. You do this by shaking the cup from side to side إنك تهز الفنجان من جانب لآخر.
China. Greeting in China is usually a slight nod and a bow. Also, it is polite to offer a gift to a Chinese host when you visit. However, hosts will often refuse the gift many times before accepting it.
Okay, في الصين greeting in China التحية في الصين a slight nod يعني إيماءة خفيفة بالرأس and a bow وينحني. It is polite من الأدب to offer a gift إنك تعرض هدية to a Chinese host المضيف when you visit لما تزوره. However, hosts will often refuse يعني في الغالب هيرفض الهدية many times عدة مرات before accepting it.
Peru. Raising your eyebrows in most countries is a sign of surprise. But in Peru, it means money or pay me. So if someone from Peru owes you money, remember to raise your eyebrows.
Raising your eyebrows إنك ترفع الحاجب in most countries is a sign of surprise يعني علامة من علامات الدهشة. But in Peru it means money تعني المال أو pay me ادفع لي. So if someone from Peru owes you money لو في واحد في Peru owes you money بيدفع لك فلوس remember to raise your eyebrows تذكر إنك ترفع الحاجب.
India. Be careful when you want to point at something in India because it is impolite to use your finger. You should either signal to something using your chin or even better, your whole hand. Also, in some places, you need to remove your shoes. It's considered rude behavior if you don't. And if you offend someone, the best way to say sorry is to tap the person on the shoulder, then tap your forehead.
Be careful when you want to point at something in India لما تكون يعني احرص لما تحب تأشر على شيء في الهند because it is impolite to use your finger يعني من غير الأدب من غير الأدب إنك تأشر بالإصبع. You should signal to something إنك عندك طريقتين يا إما أنت تأشر للشيء using your chin اللي هو الذقن or even better your whole hand أو باليد كاملة. Also in some places في بعض الأماكن you need to remove your shoes تحتاج انك تخلع الحذاء. It's considered rude behavior يعني تصرف وقح if you don't. And if you offend someone the best way to say sorry لما تحب تعتذر لواحد is to tap the person on the shoulder انك يعني مسحة خفيفة على الكتف then tap your forehead وبعدين تلمس على جبهتك. Number 1 I asked a man for information about a building and pointed at it with my finger. He looked very annoyed. يعني ما أشر بإصبعه. راح فين؟ ها؟ I think it will be India. Number 2 When I arrived I gave him a present but he didn't want it. أنا عرضت عليه هدية أو أعطيته هدية لكن هو رفض. And again and again until he finally took it. في الأخير أخذها. China. It was my first month there and I didn't want to bump into this person because I owed him money وأنا أعطيته فلوس. But when I did he just looked really surprised. يعني عمل كأنه مندهش. Peru. When I held my cup close to the coffee pot لما أنا رفعت الكاسة waiting for my host to pour some coffee he was shocked. كان يشعر بالصدمة لما أنا اللي رفعت الكاس عشان أخذ القهوة. سعودي أرابيا. India, China, Peru, Saudi Arabia. Okay. So I think you have finished. Okay. So you have another exercise. قهوة is served in small cups. True or false? القهوة تقدم في كاسات صغيرة. Yes. If you don't make a specific gesture, your Saudi host won't stop pouring your coffee. لو أنت ما عملت إشارة معينة المضيف السعودي مش هيتوقف عن صب القهوة. Yes, true. Chinese people will only accept certain types of gifts. بيقبلوا هدايا معينة. Not mentioned يعني لم تذكر في النص. There is a Peruvian facial expression يعني في هنا تعبير وجه في بيرو which tells someone they owe money. Yes اللي هو raise eyebrow يرفع الحاجب. Never point at something with your whole hand in India. لا تأشر بشيء بيدك كاملة. False. Tapping an Indian person on the shoulder will offend him. يعني هنا بتسيء لي لما تأشر على كتفه. False لما تخبط على كتفه خبطة خفيفة. Okay. So I think you have finished 4D. Please do your best and answer your homework in Classera tests. Okay, everything. You should be ready for everything. Goodbye.